Hi everyone, I'm coming on here today to do the weekly energy reading as well as give you guys a preview for March because it is the first full official week of March. Yay! So happy March, everybody. So as I always do at the beginning of every month, I talk about what the energy is for that month. So I give an energy preview for the month ahead, which archangel or archangels are stepping forward to support the month, and just give you kind of a preview of like what the month is going to be bringing for us as we move forward. So that's kind of what the March preview is going to be about, and then the weekly energy reading is the same as always, where I talk about what the energy is like for the collective for the upcoming weeks. So what we're going to be focusing on, what we need to take a look at, if there's any healing that we need to do, any releasing, things that we just need to focus on, and again, which archangels are stepping forward for the week to support you for the energy, okay, and what we're being asked to focus on for the week ahead. So that is what this video is about. So welcome everybody. If you're new to me and new to my videos, I'm Christina Aroche. I'm the Archangel Channel. I'm a spiritual teacher, mentor, and healer, and I am here to guide you on your journey of spiritual growth and awakening. And I do that by teaching you about the archangels and other angelic beings. I help you to understand what your gifts are, understand what your purpose is. I help you to open up to your gifts, and I train people in being able to channel and connect with the angelic realms and being able to channel angelic energy healing and being able to work with the angels on a deeper and more professional level. So that is what I do. So welcome everybody. Okay, and if you're not part of the group, come and join me. It's called Angelic Healing and Support. So if you just search in Facebook Angelic Healing and Support, you'll find the group. I had a very just restful and not doing much weekend because I was sick on Friday and then just took the weekend to heal and recover, and getting much better. I was literally in bed all day Friday. Couldn't do anything. So that was my beginning of March. But it was good because that just means that I was clearing out energy, and I did do lots of healing and releasing and that kind of thing to get back up and running. So I'm super excited for the week ahead. Because there's a lot of exciting things, and especially for the month ahead. Okay, for March, it's going to be a really awesome and exciting month, and that's actually what I'm going to be starting with to share with you guys. So usually I do the weekly energy reading and then I talk about the month, but today they were like, no, we're talking about March first. So here's the energy reading for March, okay? And by the way, you guys, if you have not checked it out yet, make sure that you check out my video on YouTube that I just uploaded yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, because yesterday was March 3rd. And it was about the meaning of the angel number 333. And I also released yesterday a brand new free guidebook that's called Angel Number Meanings. I'll talk a little bit more about it at the end of the video. But I do have a free guidebook that's called Angel Number Meanings that you can download. And if you go and watch that video on YouTube, the link is there as well. And really, first of all, we just had 333 yesterday, March 3rd, 2019 was 333, but also the theme of that video is really kind of the theme of March in general, being the third month of the year. It carries that energy from the number 3, everything that I talked about in that video, and that's a lot of the stuff that came forward as I sat down to channel to ask if there's anything else that people need to know about this month. And the angel who stepped forward for the month of March is Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is the one who's coming in to support you throughout the month of March. He's also one of the ones who came in to talk about 333. So it's very perfect and super fitting. Okay, so let's talk about March. So as I said, Archangel Michael is the one who is stepping forward to support you this month. And the very first thing that he said that's important with regards to the theme of the month and what's going to be the like main thing that we're going to be looking at and dealing with and connecting to is our strength and our personal power. Okay. And so the theme of March and the thing that we're going to be going through, and you'll see this as an upcoming, you know, like as we go through the weeks, you'll see the individual weekly energy readings will always connect back to this overall theme in some way. And that it's that we're the month of March is offering us an opportunity to create a deeper connection and understanding of who we are on a soul level. Okay. And so this connection to our personal power and connection to our strength, it's part of that. It's all part of who we truly are. And so many times, or like for so many people, and something that's a huge part of our individual spiritual journeys is recognizing our power and coming back to our power and not giving our power away and standing in that power and that truth to be able to fulfill our purpose and to be able to share our truth and to be able to be who we're truly meant to be. Part of that is that we have to recognize what our truth is, what our power is, and connect to that power and that strength within us. Okay. And so this month, as I said, is offering a deeper an opportunity for a deeper connection to who we truly are on a soul level. So there's going to be a lot of kind of like soul exploration work this I was gonna say this month. Although there is some of that this week too, and I'll get to that in a moment. But this month, the whole theme of March is going to be a deeper connection to our soul's power, our soul's truth, and who we truly are. Okay. And with that, alongside that, it's really, what I really love about this month is that it's not just about like that inner exploration and bringing that energy forward of our power, of our truth, of who we truly are, but it's also going to be movement forward. Okay. And the other thing that Archangel Michael says is that there is going to be some bold action taking that needs to happen, like bold action moves that we need to take in order to be able to move forward. Okay. And what I mean by bold action taking is like really taking action on things that might feel like it's a high risk or that brings up fear, that pushes you outside of your comfort zone. Okay. So it's not a month where we're just like, nah, like taking little baby steps. It's going to offer you an opportunity to take huge steps that are going to push you past your comfort zone, that are going to make you uncomfortable, that are going to bring up fear. But when you take these action steps, it's going to move you ahead really far and like very quickly. Okay. So if it's one of those opportunities, when it comes to our spiritual growth and in our journey, we're never forced to take action on anything. Okay. We're not forced to do anything at all. We can stay exactly where we are if we want to. But the thing with that is that we don't grow. We don't move forward. And so whenever the universe presents opportunities, it's always our choice. Okay. Whenever the universe opens up a door for us, it's still our choice whether or not we actually walk through that door, and whether or not we actually take the opportunity, and whether or not we step into the path and like the accelerated journey that the universe is offering to us. The universe always offers us these doorways to step into in order to step up and to elevate our consciousness, to elevate our awareness, and all of those kinds of things. But it's still ultimately always our choice if we're going to step into that. Okay. And so this month, it's going to be important to pay attention to what opportunities the universe brings to you, because whenever, like, in the way that that an opportunity is going to make you grow and is going to like accelerate your path and move you forward is if it brings up fear, and if it makes you feel like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, this is huge, like I don't know if I'm ready for this. Okay. But the way that that you're ready for something is one is, first of all, if there's fear, then that's okay. It just means that your mind is recognizing that it's a huge opportunity for growth because it's moving you out of your comfort zone. And the other thing the way that that an opportunity is the right one for you is if you feel super excited and feel super motivated about it. That something is not right for you if you don't feel excited about it, and if it doesn't really draw you in. So that's what's really important to pay attention to, is the opportunities that show up in March that feel really good, that really excite you, and that and if it brings up fear as well, or if you feel like, no, like this isn't the right time, then looking into that, like questioning and doubt that comes up, because that's just an indicator that this is an opportunity that's making you grow, and that's pushing you forward. Okay. But as I said, Archangel Michael was talking about how we are going to have to take bold action steps this month if we want to continue to move forward at the pace of our highest potential, and keep moving at the pace that the universe is bringing to us. Okay, like the fastest pace that's possible that the universe is bringing us an opportunity to move forward in. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So that's something to be aware of. And the other thing that Archangel Michael talked about is besides the movement forward, so there is a lot of that movement forward energy, is also that there's going to be a lot of clarity that comes through this month. Okay, and clarity in the sense of really a lot of internal shifts. Okay, again, going back to what I talked about, how this month is really an exploration of who you are and standing strong in your power and connecting to your strength and connecting to that internal energy, that like internal fire, that truth of who you are. Besides that being a theme, that being the theme, it's going to create a lot of internal shifts that will then create a lot of external shifts as well. Okay, but that is going to be, and that's going to give you clarity. So if you've been kind of struggling, if you've been kind of thinking like, okay, who am I? Or if you're starting to get an idea of who you are, but you're like, how do I move forward? What do I actually do now? How do I step into my purpose? How do I step into the role that I'm being called to take, or the changes that I'm called to create, or whatever? Then and like this month is going to give you that clarity. You're going to understand, because you're going to connect to your true self. You're going to connect to that power within you, and that's what's going to lead you. That's what's going to guide you to where you need to go and what you need to do. Okay, so that's all really important to take note for this month of March. So just to kind of recap, okay, for the month of March, and then I'm going to get into the weekly energy reading. So for this week specifically, for the week of March 4th till the 10th. So before I get into that, the focus for this month is, one, to stand strong in your power. Okay, so in any kind of situation, looking at where you're giving your power away, looking at where you need to connect to that divine power within you, and asking Archangel Michael to support you with that, to support you with connecting to that truth and that power within. Okay, seeing the truth within oneself is the other thing that he talked about. So again, that's all connected to what I just talked about. This, again, is a month of that deeper exploration of yourself, of who you truly are, of connecting to that fire, that energy within you, that like magnificent power that you hold, that magnificent light that's inside of you, and allowing that kind of like, it's like, the way the visual that he's showing me is, it's like this little flame that we're connecting to, and then we're allowing that flame to grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and this huge like energy that's coming forward. Okay, that's us connecting to our soul's power, our soul's truth, and really embodying that energy this month. Okay, so that's the other thing to be aware of. And the last thing is to allow this truth to guide you and make powerful movements forward. Okay, so it's always important, no matter what, whenever you take action steps, don't take action steps for the sake of being like, well, I have to move forward, I have to take action, da da da. You know, that's not going to move you anywhere productive. Okay, don't take action steps for the sake of taking action steps. It's always important to align yourself to who you truly are, and to take action from that aligned space, and to always allow the energy, the truth, the truth within your heart to guide you forward, and to show you the way, and to show you what your next steps are, and to allow that energy to carry you forward, rather than like carrying yourself forward through your logical mind. Carry yourself forward through the power of your heart, okay, and through the energy that exists from your heart, and allow that to move you forward. Okay, so that is the focus for March, which I'm excited. I'm excited for this month. I don't know, like I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be powerful. Let me know if you guys are excited too. I'm going to get into the reading for the week. Okay, so again, this is for the week of March 4th till the 10th. 2019. And for this week, Archangel Michael is the one who is stepping forward to support us. So, you know, in addition to Archangel Michael, so Archangel Michael is an archangel that is going to be present throughout the entire month. So you can always call Archangel Michael to support you. You can always call on him to guide you with all of these action steps that I just talked about, okay? And whether it's connecting to yourself, gaining clarity, connecting to your power, movement forward, which is like his specialty. He is awesome at guiding us and directing us to, like what's the next step that's most aligned for us, what choices is most aligned for us. So all of that kind of stuff. He's amazing at helping us with that. But he's here for everything that I just said for March. Okay, so you can always call on him to support you through this theme. Now, as I said, for the weekly energy reading, Archangel Michael is the one who's stepping forward. So specifically this week, definitely call on Archangel Michael to support you. Okay, so the theme for this week in particular, as Archangel Michael talked about, is that it is, so first of all, like the overall energy, when I was looking at the energy for the week, it felt very calm. It felt very like tame. It felt very peaceful. It felt very, just like, I can just like take a second to breathe. Like that's what the week felt. Okay. That's the energy. That's what the energy of the week felt like. And so that's what Archangel Michael said. He said that this is a very like calm week. It's a time of surrender. It's a time of releasing control, in order to get back into yourself and recalibrate with your center and who you are. Okay. So for everyone who has been sick recently, including me, this is a huge thing to focus on and to understand, okay? If you have been, not feeling 100% in your energy, not 100% in yourself, in your body, whatever, this is important to take notice. And I feel like this was something that like I had to experience like right before the actual energy of the week started, which often happens like anytime I'm teaching something or doing something, it's like I always experience it too on some level or experience it ahead of time. And so it's important for you to release control. Okay, so one of the things that I had to release that was important was like I had a whole to-do list that I wanted to get done on Friday, and like to do all these different things and whatever, and like I couldn't do any of that, and I had to totally release control, totally surrender. And I was so like, honestly, at first I was so frustrated about it. I was like, but I just want to do this, and like, but I couldn't. I like didn't have the energy to do it. So I really had to release that control, really had to surrender to that. So, even if you're not sick, which hopefully you're not, but, it doesn't matter what kind of situation you're in, that it's important for you this week to look at where are there situations in your life that you're trying to control, or where are there situations in your life that maybe something unexpected comes up, or that, things don't exactly align or follow the way that you thought they would. That's where you need to surrender. That's where you need to release control and go with the flow of the universe. Go with the flow of the energy. Okay, it's so, so important. Super, super important. And when you allow yourself to release control, you are no longer, because the thing about control and trying to make things happen our way and the way we think that they should happen, it's us operating from the mind of the ego. It's not us operating from who we truly are. It's us operating from the mind of the ego. And so when we release that sense of control, and when we surrender, allow ourselves to surrender, that is when we are able to come back to our true selves. That's when we're able to kind of like recalibrate and center ourselves and just kind of like tune into who we are. And that's also why this week is bringing in this energy of just kind of like peace and calm, and just kind of like this very just like steady flow of energy, so that we can come back to our true selves, okay, and come back to our center and just kind of like recalibrate. Okay, that's the word that keeps coming up whenever I want to talk about this. It's like recalibration. That's what I keep hearing. So recalibrating yourself is going to be an important theme for this week, okay? And as I said, you do that by releasing control and by surrendering to the circumstances. So again, if things aren't working out the way that you thought they should, or the way that you expected them to, that's okay. Surrender to it. Go with the flow, and always call on the angels to support you and guide you in terms of your next steps. Okay, this didn't work out the way I thought it should. So show me my next step. Show me what I'm supposed to do now. Okay, so that's what you need to do. It's not about like giving up and like, okay, whatever, but it's about still being in the energy of it, but allowing the angels to guide you in what you need to do, and going with the flow of the energy. Okay, so as I said, I kind of already talked about this, but I'm just going to tell you what I see right now on my page that when I was channeling with Archangel Michael. He said that this week is a time of peaceful self-reflection. Okay, so again, moving forward from, the releasing control and surrendering and that kind of thing, it's the time for self-reflection, It's a time for going within for self-exploration so that you can know who you are as you move forward. So this week is super, super important for the rest of the month, really. Because as I said, when we're moving forward and taking bold action steps and doing all sorts of things like that, we have to do it from our hearts. We have to do it from the place of alignment. We have to do it from the place of who we truly are, not from our ego minds, not from our logical minds, but from our hearts, okay, which is connected to our true self. And so this week is really offering you this time of just reconnecting, of just kind of like going within, self-exploration. So one of the most important things for you to do is to go and do something that you enjoy and something that you love and something that really helps you connect to your true self. So whether that is going out in nature, whether that is, you know, like doing some form of like art or create some sort of like creative project, okay, whatever you love to do, whether you love to play music or maybe sing or maybe do art or color or paint, you know, whatever you like to do. Maybe, you know, just going out for a walk in general, even if maybe you can't go out into like nature, but just going out for a walk is really great. You know, finding whatever it is for you, whatever that might be. It's different for everyone, but it's important to find what that is for you, that brings you back into your center, that recalibrates you, that helps you to just go within and do that self-exploration. And the question that for you to ask yourself as you do it, and it's not something that you have to like get the answer to right away, but it's something that I want you to start thinking about in terms of like making this week the most effective that it can be, is by asking yourself the question, okay, like who am I? Who am I in this moment? Who am I meant to be? You know, like who is my true self? Like asking yourself those questions and just allowing the answers to come to you. And I recently read this summer, and I do not remember at all where I read this. It might have been Instagram, it might have been Facebook, I don't even know. But it was something along the lines of, the answers are not found, they are allowed, or something like that. Something along those lines where it's like you just have to allow the answers to come to you. You don't have to go searching for them. Just ask the question and allow the answer to unfold and to come to you when it's supposed to. And that's one of the things, like if we start asking that question and then we go into a space and allow ourselves to be connected, so in whatever way that works for you, the answers are going to come. They're going to flow in. You're allowing them to come in. But oftentimes when we're so busy with the day-to-day and doing all this and doing all that, our mind is so focused on other things that we don't allow the information to come through. So this week is really focused on helping you to recenter yourself and bring yourself back into alignment with who you truly are, okay? And asking yourself these questions. So and the other thing too that Archangel Michael is talking about is that it's important for you to trust in yourself and what you feel, meaning that as you begin to receive these answers, as you allow them to come in, and as they begin to, you know, come into your awareness, it's important for you to trust what you receive and trust in what you feel, because for some of you, you might start to receive information that you're like, oh my gosh, what are people going to think about that? Am I really crazy for thinking that? You know, like how are people going to judge me for, you know, thinking this way or wanting to do this or feeling like this is who I am or whatever. And so what Archangel Michael is saying is that it's important for you to trust in what you receive, trust in what you feel, and to not allow the thoughts and opinions of others to sway you from your truth, okay? That's one of the biggest ways that people can get disconnected from their truth and who they truly are, is because we just get so bombarded by what other people are doing or what other people are saying or other people's opinions that that it just kind of like creates this fog and this chaotic energy around us that kind of blurs our vision of seeing our actual truth and seeing who we truly are, okay? So it's important to not allow, so recognizing, like if you have a fear that comes up of like, oh, what is this person going to think or what people are going to say, then it's important for you to recognize that it's just a fear that comes up and clear that, and then just come back into your center and realign yourself with what the truth is, that you know what it is, okay? And the last thing that he said is stay true to who you are. Stay true to who you are. And this is where Archangel Michael is so amazing to ask for his support is if you do feel kind of like, if as you're doing this and as you're exploring, maybe you start to get confused because all of this overwhelming information starts to come in, ask him to help clear your energy and ask him to help realign you and center you and show you who you truly are. So working with Archangel Michael this week and continuously asking the question, show me who I truly am. Help me to reconnect to who I truly am. Help me to reconnect to my truth. Help me to understand myself on a deeper level. You know, asking these different sorts of questions to Archangel Michael and asking him to show you and to allow the answers to come in is going to be very powerful. And as I said, if fear starts to come up as you start to receive this deeper awareness and as you get these answers, and if you start to judge yourself or, you know, question yourself, or as I said, have fear come up of what other people are going to say, ask Archangel Michael to support you in clearing that energy out and come back into alignment with yourself, and just so that you can stay true to who you are. Okay, that is the most important thing for this week. Okay, so so that is what Archangel Michael is coming in to support you with. That's what he's asking for you to do. So definitely spend some time, you know, like make a date with yourself, you know, schedule in some time to really focus on you. Okay, do the self-exploration. So focus, you know, schedule in a time that you're going to do something fun, that you're going to go out in nature, that you're going to do whatever, you know, and if you could do it like a few times this week, then that would be amazing. You know, do it as often as you can. And otherwise, outside of that, like just taking some time to really just focus on you and connecting to you, aligning yourself to who you are. So really just going into that deep self-reflection mode, whether you need to journal, write out your thoughts, write out your ideas, write out your dreams, like, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Like, allow yourself to do it this week. This week, the energy is supporting you to do it. It's not going to be super crazy. It's not going to be like all of these things come up. It's just going to be this very peaceful energy that allows you to do that self-exploration and allows yourself to dig in the way that is needed for you. Okay. And again, release control of any situations and surrender to the process, surrender to the flow of energy, and trust how everything unfolds. Okay. So let me know if you guys have any questions about what I just talked about. I want to share the guidebook that I created for you guys. Super, super excited. It's absolutely free. It shares about the different angel numbers, okay, like from 1 through 9, and then there's also like a bonus section of what it means when you see different numbers, so like 1212 or whatever, and as well as birth dates. So make sure that you go check that out, download it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know. It's kind of like a quick reference guide. So I am posting YouTube videos on my channel. Okay, right now I just have the 333 video, but the videos are going to be coming up. So be patient because eventually I will have all of them on my YouTube channel. But it was a bit crazy to post all of them up all at one time. So they are going to be coming up. So stay tuned. The YouTube videos are going to have more detail. This is kind of like the you know, just like quick reference kind of thing. If you see the number and you're like, what does it mean? And you just need to know in that moment, or you want to know which archangel to call on, you can just reference this guidebook and take a look. Oh, okay, call on this angel. Okay, this is what I need to focus on. Good. But I am going to share more details and like kind of explain it more in depth in my YouTube videos. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Lots of exciting things coming to the channel. And if you guys have any requests for things that you want to hear about or that you want me to explain or share about on my YouTube channel, then please comment them. Let me know. Yeah, so stay tuned. I will keep you guys posted with exciting things that are coming up. So I hope you have an amazing rest of your Monday, or, you know, rest of your week, whenever you're watching this. And I will see you guys again very soon. As always, I'm sending you lots of love and angel blessings, and I will see you soon. Bye.